And Brian, then Vice President Biden launched the initiative towards the end of the Obama administration in 2016 with the mission to accelerate the rate of progress against cancer. As president, he relaunched this initiative in February. I spoke with an oncologist from Lifespan's Cancer Institute about what he's hoping the president's remarks will include. 60 years to the day of President John F. Kennedy's 1962 Moonshot address in Houston, President Joe Biden will deliver remarks on his Cancer Moonshot initiative in Dorchester.
We're having a moonshot for cancer, for real. We're going to cure cancer over time. I'm going to lay out how we're going to do that.
When he relaunched the initiative in February, Biden said he's aiming to cut the cancer death rate in half over the next 25 years, improve the experience of people and their families living with and surviving cancer, and eventually end cancer as we know it.
I think we're coming into a time when oncology is really developing in a pretty rapid pace.
In 2018, the Moonshot Initiative announced Lifespan's Cancer Institute would be among 6 cancer programs in the U.S. to participate in a program that studies whether patients electronically reporting their symptoms could decrease hospitalizations following surgery or chemotherapy. Dr. Don Dizon heads LCI's participation in that study.
And the hope is that with this activation care where you tell us what you're doing, we can actually impact on complications.
Dizon says he's hopeful the president's remarks expand on efforts to cure cancer, but also on treating those living with it as a chronic disease or those who are in remission.
Focusing on the quality of life, the lived experience of not only the person living with and undergoing treatment for cancer, but also of their caregivers and their loved ones, because cancer is a social disease.
Now, the president is scheduled to give remarks right about now, and when he does, WPRI will stream those live on WPRI.com, and I'll bring you more details coming up new at 5. Live in studio, Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.
Tony, thank you. Tonight, President Joe Biden is echoing JFK, renewing a push to eradicate a scourge that has affected millions of Americans. He came to JFK's home state to deliver his call for a cancer moonshot. 12 News reporter Alexandra Leslie tells us about the president's visit to Boston and his message. Alex?
Well, Shannon, in February, President Joe Biden said he wanted to cut the cancer death rate by at least 50% over the next 25 years. But he said in addition to that, this initiative will better support patients and families living with cancer and update the fight against it. In his remarks this afternoon, the president announced he formed a new cancer cabinet, which he says will include resources from the Defense Department, Health and Human Services, and it will also include former Boston Mayor and current Secretary of Labor Marty Walsh, who's also a childhood cancer survivor. Now, as part of this cancer moonshot, President Biden says he will increase funding in an effort to break logjams and to speed breakthroughs. He says the creation of the Advanced Research Projects Agency for Health, or ARPA-H, will drive those breakthroughs to prevent, detect, and treat diseases like cancer.
Imagine getting a simple shot instead of a grueling chemo, or getting a pill from a local pharmacy instead of invasive treatments and long hospital stays. Imagine treatments beyond cancer, bold approaches to reduce maternal mortality and morbidity, something Vice President Harris is laser focused on. And imagine artificial retinas that could help blind people see. These are just a few of the ideas that illustrate the amazing potential of ARPA-H.
The National Cancer Institute reported in May an estimated 9.4 million screening tests that normally would have taken place in the U.S. in 2020 didn't happen. Experts worry those missed screenings could lead to cancers being diagnosed too late. Live in studio, Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.